So when you are ready to stuff your pillow, you've got your pillow stuffed, you've got those openings like that, you want to pin them together with those raw edges folded inside. So I'm going to get a couple pins, pull them together, and this is why your fabric, your pillow can't be super stuffed, because then you can't get those edges together. Okay, so put a couple pins in. And you can see that there's sort of a top lip and a bottom lip. You can see the front and the back. However you like that, however you want to call it, that's fine. Then you're going to take your needle, and I've got my needle already threaded, and you're going to put a knot in one of the threads. So you're only stitching with a single strand of thread. Putting a knot in. Whoops. Okay. Putting a knot in. I'll be trimming all these extra little threads later, but right now I'm going to put my needle in and then pull them out. And you put your needle through the back and through the front and pull. And then you whip the thread around the back. So through the back, through the front, and pull. And doing that all the way around. Your stitches are fairly small. You can see them, but as long as they're small and neat, it's okay. When you pull your needle, please make sure you're holding where the thread comes through the eye, so that that needle, the thread stays in. Otherwise, you'll end up doing this, and you'll just keep pulling and you run out of thread. So front, back, tug, whip it around. Hence the name whip stitch. Front, all the way around, making sure you're catching that front and the back each time you do this. You want to keep it a single thread rather than a double thread, because it's neater and it's slightly more invisible. If you're really good at matching your thread to your fabric, you won't see the stitches even more. It'll be even more invisible, because the whole point is you don't want people to see your stitching. You want it to be nice and invisible. Okay? When you get to the part where you're finished, and you want to go a little tiny bit past your opening, when you get to the part where you're finished, you're going to do a knot. And when you do the knot, you're going to do the exact same whip stitch, but rather than just pulling the fabric, or pardon me, pulling the needle through, you're going to go back and thread through the loop. So I'll demonstrate that. So here's our whip stitch. Here's that loop that turns into the whip part. You put your needle back through there, and that will create a knot. So I'm going to do that in the same place 2 more times. Back, creating a knot. Same thing, back, creating a knot. Taking my pins out, cutting my fabric, or pardon me, cutting my thread, and then I have my pillow stitch shut. Okay? All right.